Happy New Year! It's 2024, and I want to welcome you to the Fabulous Show. Yay! Happy New Year! Oh my goodness, let me take these glasses off so that you can see my face. I hope that everything looks okay. So, here goes. My name is Vincetta Franklin, and I am your host of the Fabulous Show. I want to welcome you to my new broadcast and definitely welcome you to this amazing year of 2024. I really believe that 2024 is the year of open doors. I believe that it is the year of supernatural provision. Okay, so I just want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. With that said, it brings me to the most important topic of the hour. Okay. But before we dive into that, I would like for you to like, tag, share with a friend, and definitely subscribe. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am author, producer, and CEO of Eve Enterprises. So a lot of you know me. I came on the scene really strong in 2015 and just writing books and producing plays. And God will tell you when it's time to do something. I started the YouTube channel in 2016, but I really didn't do anything because I was scared and I just didn't know how to do that. And I had every excuse there was. So I just didn't do it. But now it has really, really been pressing on me. God has told me one word, and he told me this back in September of 2023. He said, relaunch, relaunch, relaunch. And that means everything. So you're going to see a lot of me and I'm going to see a lot of you, and I look forward to it. Okay. So here I am. I don't know, I know this is going to be amazing, but I want you to know that it's okay to be a little nervous. It's okay to be a little scared, because those are the feelings I'm definitely possessing right now. But I know that God has me, this broadcast, and he definitely has you in the palm of his hand. Okay. So that's a fact. All right. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's a new year. Many of you have resolutions. And come on, y'all, let's be honest. You know that these resolutions, you're not even going to remember them by spring? So I want you to do something a little bit more simpler than setting resolutions. Okay. Number one, focus on you. A lot of you may say that seems selfish, self-centered, whatever you want to say. But I tell you, many of you have ridden airplanes. It's just like being in an airplane. They tell you first thing that you need to do is put oxygen on yourself. Because before you can help anybody else, you have to help yourself. Because one thing about it, hurt people, and heal people, help people. Okay. So definitely help you first. All right. That's the first thing we want to do. And I'm gonna tell you something. When you change who you are, when you change how you think, change your mindset, we can't change people, but just that alone will change everything around you. Everything around you will change. You know why? Because people can't approach you the same way when certain things, they don't trigger you anymore. You've grown, you've overcome, you've healed, you've been delivered from certain things. So that's how that focus on you. Focus on you to the point that you change your mindset. That's a big one, y'all. You ever heard you are what you think? You are what you think. If you have low vibrational thinking, that's where you're going to stay. You don't have to be there yet. But if your mind is already at a certain place, a certain level of success, has already reached that goal, you're there. Everything else will follow. If you notice, at birth, when a woman gives birth, the head comes first and everything follows. Get that big water head out the way, and then everything else will follow. So when you change your mindset, okay, just like what was that song with In Vogue? I'm dating myself, but free your mind and the rest will follow. It will, because you cannot control anybody else, but you better believe you can control yourself. So, and like I said before, you change you, everything else will change. The next one is set goals that are obtainable. Sometimes we go a little bit too far, okay, and the goals are just a little bit too high. Not saying that you can't get there, but you can get there in steps, right? One foot behind the other, you'll get there. But sometimes when the goals are too unobtainable, you get discouraged, you get frustrated, and when you get discouraged and frustrated, you give up. Okay, so we're not in the season of giving up. 24 has a lot of weight on it. 24, oh my God, there are 24 elders. They're 24, the year of the open door. 24 karat. Come on, Bruno Mars. 24 has a lot of weight on it. So we're not giving up in this season. We can't go backwards. There is nothing in going backwards. Let's see. So number 4, real simple, because I don't want to give you all these steps. We want to keep it simple. Number 4, just do it, and do it with consistency. A lot of times we do it and we're like, okay, I'm just going to sit back and see what happens. No, do it. Keep doing it. If it's, I don't know, if it's exercise a little bit every day. If it's just 15 minutes, exercise a little bit every single day and watch God. If it's getting closer to God, praying, whatever it is, achieving your goals, writing a chapter or writing just a paragraph, whatever it is, writing an outline. You want to make sure that you're doing that every single day. Be consistent. And then before you know it, you've obtained that goal. And that's, you have obtained that goal. I know I look crazy. I'm sorry you all see I keep fiddling with my hair, but I went outside and I thought I was cute, y'all. And it started pouring down rain. So I am being obedient to getting this done. I'm being consistent. I set a goal. Here I am, 2024. I'm here with you. And I will be here with you because, let me tell you something. Somebody out there is waiting on the things that God has me to say. God told me that he will amplify my voice. God said that I will make your name great, not me, because obviously what I've been doing, I just been hitting air balls, as they say. So, but only God will do it. And I acknowledge him. I want to say, I'm just so full right now. I'm full because I'm actually doing this. I don't have all the tools. I don't know, what to do. But God says, just put one foot in front of the other and see what I will do. Obedience is better than sacrifice. And sometimes we just got to do what God says to do. So that's what I'm doing. My son called me and he was like, Mom, how do you deal with a season or a period, or just seems like you're in a funk and everything keeps happening? And I said, God is trying to get your attention, son. He's trying to get your attention, whatever that is, that's between you and God, but find out what it is. I want you to pray about it. I want you to ask God to reveal to you, show you what it is that you should be doing, what it is that he wants you to do. And, a lot of times we try to do everything ourselves, but God has a plan. He has a plan, y'all. And He says, Jeremiah 29 and 11, I know the plans that I have for you, plans of good and not of evil, plans to be successful. So that's what I want you all to focus on. Let God be God. And when you follow that, everything will follow. I'll tell you a little bit of story. I now live in Alabama. I spent 42 years in Texas. All I knew is I was going to move. I thought I was going to move across town in Houston, but God said, no, you are getting up out of here. Oh my goodness. 2019 was a great exodus for me. So, he got me out of there, and I am here, and there's been nothing but open doors for me since. Have there been some good days? Yes. Have there been some bad days? Yes. And I tell you, 23 was one of the most challenging years of my life, but at the same time, in the year 2023, some things came to fruition for me. Some things that I've been praying for years, y'all, and they came through, and it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it, because you learn that God is faithful. You learn that God is a man that he should not lie, nor born of a woman that he should ever have to repent. For if he said a thing, it is so. So hallelujah, that's what he does. I want you all to stay focus, put God first. When you put God first, everything will follow. He said, I'll make you rich and add no sorrow with it. I'm telling you, it's just things, and one thing I told my son, when you give God back his word, oh my gosh, when you give God back his word, he is obligated to show up. Yes, he is obligated to show up because his word will not return void. So, many times I've had to reflect. When I said change your mindset, I wanted to say this. Let's go back. Number one, focus on you. Number two, change your mindset. Right there, when you're changing your mindset, that's reflect, summarize. Reflect on the things that happen, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Reflect, the wins. Reflect on that. The areas of improvement. Reflect on that, and then summarize it. Let it get into your spirit, and then obtain those goals. This is what I'm going to change. This is what I'm going to tweak, and do it. You got to do it. There's nothing to it but just to do it. God, oh my God, he has a way of blessing his children that are obedient. Like I said, no good thing will he withhold from you. Nothing will he withhold from you. I just love him. And since I left Houston, so many things happened. I think I was here just a couple of months. Let me see. I got here August 1st. So that's August, September, October, November. And then December, January, February. So less than 8 months after me relocating, COVID hit. And I was like, Lord, what? I know everybody was affected. The whole world was shut down. But what is this? Because you had me to move. Come on, out of Egypt. Come on. You had me to move. And here I am, I just felt I was surrounded by family and friends. They were here, but we couldn't go outside. We couldn't talk to each other. So I had to quarantine by myself. But guess what? After that quarantine, God had a blessing for me. And I ain't looked back since, y'all. God has been good to me. And I just want to tell you again, 2024, go into it with great expectation. And I know, like my son said, when there's been a series of attacks and a series of things just not going right and things not adding up, expect God to be God. And he will never let you down. He won't. And we got to start looking for the good, okay, in a lot of stuff. You got to start looking for the good, Lord, I can't pay my bills, but I thank you. I got a roof over my head. Lord, you will provide. He will provide. Just keep saying those positive affirmations and scriptures and filling up your heart and your soul. God is so good and he will never let you down. Have I been there where without, oh my gosh, I was a single mom at the time, raising three kids. That wasn't always easy. Two of them were boys eating me out of house and a home. Sometimes, come on, moms, we do what we have to do. I let them get full and I took a lesser portion. You do whatever you have to do, but God is faithful. He's faithful. And I thank him for it. So I just hope, I want to leave you with this. God will never leave you nor forsake you. He is not a man that he should lie, nor born of a woman that he should ever have to repent. That's my favorite verse, y'all. That's my favorite verse. And the reason hold on, if he said if he said a thing, then it is so. And the reason that is my favorite verse is because I had some people to lie to me. I had some people to trick me. I had some people to turn their back on me. But God is not a man that he should ever lie. Okay? And if he said it, it is so. And I will say this. People that started out with me, they're not with me anymore. But God is faithful. God will send you new people to uplift you, to edify you, to build you, to surround you with love and give you support. That's the kind of God we serve, and just keep putting your trust and faith in God and watch what he does. But if I can put my faith and trust in those people who let me down, why can't I put it in God? If you feel the way you do now, if you're sad or you're despondent and you just don't know which way to turn and what to do, trust God. Try him one more time, okay? Because he will bless you far more than you could ever ask, think, or imagine. That's just the kind of God we serve. That's just the kind of God we serve. And the reason I named this the V Fabulous Show, again, my name is Vincetta Franklin, but V, that's my name, V. And God does fabulous things. He does wonderful things. He does miraculous things. Oh yeah, he's still in that business of performing miracles. It's a miracle that I'm here. Come on now, many people did not make it to 2024. But God saw fit. And if you are here, and especially if you are viewing this video, God has a plan for you. Oh, yes, he does. So it is my sincere prayer that something was said to change your life forever. And even more so, to move you to action in a way that your life will never be the same. So I love you. Thank you once again. Like, tag, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do my best to serve you in the best way that I possibly can. My son is in the studio right now putting some lyrics to putting music to the lyrics that I gave him for the theme of the podcast. So I'm excited. I have lots of stuff to do. I'm moving out of my comfort zone. I want you all to move out of your comfort zone. That's my goal for the year, so that I can do what God has me to do. I believe, y'all, there's a talk show host up in here, okay? So I'm in training, okay? And God's going to do miraculous thing. He's going to blow my mind. And right now he needs to blow my hair back and blow it back in place, because I'm waiting on that. But I love you, and I thank you for tuning in to the V Fabulous Show. Tell a friend, y'all. Tell a friend. I love you. Bye-bye.